please help out the channel. Hit that subscription button. I'm coming out with tons of videos and you don't want to miss them. Mudvayne, dig. So this is going to be in a drop B tuning. So essentially you would just take a drop D tuning, carry everything 3 half steps further down. So we would be at a B, F sharp, B, E, G sharp, C sharp. All right, so getting real low with this. And plenty of distortion on this. We'll kick off with this intro, and it's kind of a 2-part intro. The first part has a little bit of a bass thing that happens in there too, so you can include that if you like. For the guitar, really we're just doing a couple of open low chugs and palm muted on those. Okay, nothing crazy there. But like I said, if you want to add the bass part, it's just coming up and doing this dissonant chord. 8 on the middle B here, 9 on the E, and then 11 on that G sharp string. Alright, so if you want, you can mix it in. If not, no big deal. Who's doing something like that. So I'll show you both ways there. And that goes on for about 8 times. And then it switches where we're still doing our open chugs, but then we're doing this bend. And that'll be a bend at 9 of the E, 7 on the G sharp string. And then you can hit the open high C sharp string there if you want. Into the main riff here, the chorus riff, and this is just jamming some really quick hammer-on pull-off techniques here, and we're going to be at 2 now. So we're just going to hammer the 2 on the the low B and the F sharp string there. We're just going to hammer those 2s, hammer on the 3, come right back off to the 2s. Now when you hit those 2s, you can just cut it right there, rest a moment. We just rest, and then we do this really quick pull off, back to hammer on, pull off. It's just 2s to opens, hit the opens again, come back to the 2s, hammer to 3, come off to open, and then 2s to open, pull off. So just slowly hear that section. Alright, and you just want to get it up to speed so it reels off real quick. Alright, so just putting the first couple sections there, and then we just repeat that section 3 times. Right? And after the 3rd time we go through all that, we'll do the initial little bit, the 2s to 3s to 2s, and cap it all off by just doing a couple of open chugs, and then hit that lower version of that dissonant chord the bass was doing in the intro, where we just do a 1 on the F sharp string, 2 on the middle B, 3 on the E. The whole chorus section there, and you just repeat all the way through that. Verse section, and there's another little phantom bass note that's happening in there if you want to include that. We're just going to 2s now and just doing some palm muted couple chugs on that, and you can either rest right there or incorporate what the bass is doing, and it's just doing this pluck on a C sharp note here, like that 2nd fret on the B, and it's up to you if you want to add it. Right. Otherwise you can just keep going because it'll just come back to some chugs on the 2s, and then couple 2s, couple 2s. And then we just repeat that 3 times. And after that, we come up and we hit these octaves, 5 on the middle B, open E. All right, so this is just all E octaves. And then you can add the 8 on that G sharp string. And with that, you can just kind of strum through it, arbitrarily, no big deal. For the bridge section, it kicks off with this palm muted chromatic scale up and down, and just a heads up, this will also end the bridge, this first riff. Right, so we're just going to do open, and this is all palm muted, to 1, to 2, come up, go 5, 4, 3s. Right, and then we just kind of do the initial bit of the main riff, the 2s to 3s, back to 2s, and then we just rest. Repeat that 4 times. Just like that. Then we just do the same thing, but during the rests, we just add some scrapes, some dead strings here, and it's just kind of like a 1, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4. Kind of arbitrary, no big deal. Yeah, go through that 4 times, and then we get to this last bit. Just hit a couple 2s, and then we'll come up, do a hammer on 5s to 6, and then back to 5s. Right, and that 5 to 6 to 5s, crank that out 5 times. And just go back and hit the 2s again, and we would repeat that whole section, the 2s to the 5, 5 to 6 to 5 hammer-ons. Go through that a handful of times as well. And like I said, we end this whole bridge section by doing that very first chromatic. At the ending here, there's a little timing thing that happens. Essentially, we just kick off the main chorus riff, 2s to 3s, back to 2s. Do our whole pull-off section there with the 2s to opens, 3, 2, open, 2, 3, 2. Okay, same deal, just like with the regular chorus riff. All right, but after we go through that whole thing that first time, we just kind of repeat the initial section again. Just do the 2s to 3s to 2s. All right, and then at this point, we just crank out the whole back end of the chorus riff, the big pull-off section to the 2s, 3s, 2s. Just crank that out 3 times. So it's just kind of this weird little misstep that happens to throw the whole rhythm off, and it's an interesting little timing thing. And, after going through the whole main riff at the end there 3 times, we just cap it off with our open chugs to the dissonant chord, the 1, 2, 3. And that ends the song.